Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. Today we will study about cement industry. Okay, that's the synopsis of cement industry. That's how we will be taking up that chapter cement industry. Let's discuss what is cement industry. It's a large scale industry, a formal sector. It is type of secondary industry where manufacturing takes place. Okay, why do we need to why do we need cement industry? Because it is used cement is used in construction as a strong building material. Cement is used for lining of canals. It is used in construction industries, like for the construction of dams, barrages, agricultural dikes, buildings, hotels, roads, restaurants, skyscrapers. It's a major ingredient, I must say, or a component that is being used in construction, different construction industry, right? It is used as a binder. That is why it is important to use. Okay, there, where are cement industries found in Pakistan? Let me give you a reference from your textbook, Manaseti. There is a map given on page number 160, figure 9.17, where the map of the location for the cement industry is being shown with the help of a map, right? In front of your screen, the map is there where you can see the location of cement industry. Cement industries are majorly found in Sindh, Punjab, and northwestern part of Pakistan. And the two major names, the main stakeholder, I must say, that is Zeel Park Cement, that is there here in Sindh. Here you can see the location of Zeel Park Cement industry, which is a very big name in Pakistan. And another big name is Lucky Marwat, right? Cement, right? That is in KPK. Other than that, we have cement industry in Dera Ghazi Khan, in, in Joharabad, Dandot, Daud Khail, Attak, Rawalpindi, Kohart, Nashera. In Sindh, we have in Hyderabad, Thatta, Karachi, Nooriabad, Khairpur, Rohdi. These all are the places where cement industries are found in Pakistan, located in Pakistan, right? So basically, if we'll talk about the distribution pattern of cement industry, that is unevenly distributed across Pakistan, right? If we talk about Balochistan, we don't have any cement industry so far in Balochistan, though it is full of mineral resources. But due to rugged topography and transport cost would be very high, the cement industry would be there, right? It would be difficult to take machineries to that area. So, and law and order situation was also earlier was not good in Balochistan. That these all were the factors due to that. So far, we don't have any cement industries in Balochistan, but hopefully in future we would be having cement industries in Balochistan. Let's talk about the factors, locational factors for cement industries that we have just now discussed the location, right? There are many favorable factors for the development of cement industry uh, locally in Pakistan, right? Number one is the availability of raw material, which is limestone and gypsum, right? The another one is good domestic market with high demand for the construction industry. That is also there, right? So we have very good, and we in Pakistan produces a good quality cement, right? So the domestic local demand or it's very high, uh, just because of the construction industry, right? And then other than that, natural gas is also used, which is a cheap fuel availability, and we have available uh, in Pakistan. Natural gas is available in Pakistan. Then again, the flat land, um, proper infrastructure is there wherever the cement industry is found. So the transportation of cement, it gets very easy from one part of the country to another part, right? So these all are the locational factors. That is why, and the availability of cheap labor is also there, right? So these all are the reasons of for the location of cement industry in Pakistan. Input. Uh, First, let's discuss the raw material. Those are being used in cement industry. That is limestone, gypsum. Which limestone and gypsum, these two are the main raw material. And fortunately, these two raw materials are found abundantly in Pakistan, so we don't import it, right? Then shale, natural gas, clay, and iron ore and sand. These all raw materials are also there. Those are part of those are used in the manufacturing of cement in Pakistan. Then input is machinery, definitely, power supply, labor, land or site, I must say, and market, capital. You can add as many input as you can, right? Let's talk about the processes, the manufacturing process that is included in cement industry of Pakistan. Uh, Before I start the process, right? Let's discuss one. Let's look at one diagram figure that we did go through when we were doing mineral resources chapter. Let me give you the reference for that figure. That is that figure 5.3 given on page number 85. I repeat, figure 5.3 given on page number 85, which shows a complete process of cement manufacturing of cement in cement industry, right? Or you can look at the that is right in front of the screen also, right? Where you can see the process which includes the manufacturing of cement. Now let's discuss one by one what happens in cement industry. Okay, number one, the quarrying is done, right? Now this slide, it shows the process of cement making in orderly manner, right? So in first stage, quarrying of raw material is being done, and when those raw materials are being extracted, those are being transported to cement industry, right? Then after that, uh, the another one is grinding and mixing. Quarrying, let me start again. The quarrying from mines, that is done. Quarrying of limestone, shale, clay, iron ore, that is done. Then those raw material are being transported to cement industry. Then all these raw material in stage two, which is written grinding and mixing, right? All these raw materials are routed to directed to grinding plant, where the mixture called raw mix, RAWMIX. So where all these raw materials are mixed together and then they get ready in silos. Silos are those paper bags in which the cement is being packed, right? Then that raw material, which is all those raw materials that those are mixed together in grinding plant, right? Or I just said those that it's called raw mix, right? Then that raw mix is fed to preheating tower at 800 degrees Celsius, where clinker is made, right? And then that clinker is it goes to rotary kiln, right? Okay. Here you will see the process is written clinkerization. First, we should know what is clinker, because in clinkerization process, the clinker is made. Clinker is basically it is a mixture of clay and limestone at the first stage of manufacturing of cement, right? Clinker is the intermediate product when limestone and clay they fuse together at a high temperature in cement kiln or rotary kiln, right? So it means that the whole process is called clinkerization, right? Or as it's an intermediate product, right? So it can the clinker can be considered as a byproduct. Why? Because the clinker is used in different industries also for different purposes. But clinker is the main major ingredient in the formation of manufacturing of cement, right? So I hope you have understood what is clinker. It's an intermediate product when the limestone and clay they fuse together at high temperature in cement kiln or rotary kiln, and that process is called clinkerization, right? Now, when the clinker is made, what happens after that? The cooling process is done, right? After cooling, cooling, right, of that clinker, right, what happens? The gypsum is added at the first stage, right? Sorry, at the final stage, not the first stage, right? When the clinker is cooled down, the gypsum is being added at the final stage to transform it to transform cement, right here in this stage. Then after, when the cement is manufactured, it is being packed in silos. These are the silos are basically the paper bags, right? Those are special paper bags. Those are in which the cement is being packed. Then it is transported through by rail or truck to the market, right? Wherever it is required. So that was a process of cement making in cement industry. Output is cement, definitely. These are some of the problems. Those are being some are faced by and some are caused by cement industry. Number one is land and noise pollution. That is definitely caused by cement industry. The another one is high freight charges. That problem is faced by cement industry. Freight charges, basically the cement is transported. Whenever the cement is transported, it is transported in bulk. So definitely railway is being used as a mode of transport. So for some of the reason, sometimes the freight charges of that railway, it's very high, so they have to pay. Owner of the industry, the owner of cement industry, they have to pay more freight charges for the transportation of cement. Then high energy prices, again, that is faced by cement industry owners, right? High taxation, then less profit due to competition in the local cement industry is more. As I told you, the Pakistan, it produces good quality cement. So within Pakistan, the local industry, local competition is more within Pakistan. Usage of paper bag instead of plastic, because it again it costs high. As I said, we transport, we pack cement in the paper bags. Those are called silos, silos. So that definitely that is more expensive than plastic bag. Okay, the reason would be why are we why do we transport or why do we pack cement and paper bags? Why not in plastic bags? Because the chemicals those are being used, and it's a need of that product that has to be transported or packed, sorry, rather, in silos, right? Other than that, okay, that question might come in your mind, that um, what is why is it then a problem, right? Problem is when if the cement is being transported by road, right, in open trucks from one part of the country to another part, if there's a rain, right, so that definitely that's those are paper bags, those cement will get wet, and that again it's a loss for the industry. Okay. Solution. What is the solution? Solution is the usage of green cement, right? Green cement is basically environmental friendly, right? Which is made by the recycled materials to reduce the consumption of natural raw material, right? And water and energy. So when we recycle those, when we make cement through recycled material, right? So definitely that will reduce, there'll be no need for deforestation, there'll be no environmental hazards, uh, right? So coring will not be done, exploitation of minerals will not be there, right? So that would be uh, that could be one of the solutions, right? In order to go for sustainable development of industries, right? So that was it for now. Inshallah, for the next blog, I'll come for the next topic. Till that, you have to make notes in your journal and make sure your journal is complete. And if there is any question, you can ask during the class. Thank you so much. Let's end this meeting here.